when we talk about Bhagwan Ganesha, if you see, every part, or you can say everything that we do significant to the Ganesha Puja, let it be, or in general to the idol of Lord Ganesha, every part that is there has got some significance. That's the reason why we worship the Lord at the beginning of auspicious occasions also. And moreover, whenever there are new beginnings or to cross over different obstacles that come, we say Vinayaka, Vignaraja, and so on, Vigneshwara, to cross over all that. So, Bhagavan, it seems that Bhagavan Ganesha, he helps us in crossing over those obstacles based on one's own karma. Different hurdles, problems, obstacles come in, but yes, there is a way out of everything. This assurance that is there, it seems that Bhagavan Ganesha blesses us all. So if you ever look at the Murti of Ganesha, he has got a large head. What does that head represent? It is for wisdom. Ears that are there, they are small. Ears that are there, they are again big, large ears like an elephant. That is because now ears or karanaha, they are the only part of our body, of human body also, which is always kept open, right? So even if you close your ears, say for example there is some loud noise, music also, we tend to close our ears, right? But still some sound passes through the ears. We cannot close it completely unless a person is deaf, right? So, and even if a person is deaf, many times if we speak loudly also, the person can still hear, right? He does not become completely deaf. So the point is, ears are those only part of the body which are always kept open for jnanam that is there. You go about here and there. Now it depends on us. Now all good things, bad things, everything is going to fall into our ears, but it is totally in our hands how we take it, right? So the point is, jnanam in some way, how you get knowledge, in there can be different ways that are there. So therefore the ears should always be kept open. That's the reason even Ganesha also has got huge ears, meaning for spiritual knowledge also, for spiritual jnanam that is there. Moreover, the lotus that is there in Bhagavan's hands, it seems that it is a sign of realization, self-realization. The Lord is omnipresent, He is present everywhere. So the Lord will help us on moving on the part of, you can say, prosperity also. More is then udaram, lambodaram, lamba udaraha, yasya saha. One who has got a big stomach, a big tummy, meaning the capacity to deal with all kinds of problems of his dear devotees who are there, and basically to deal with life's challenges also very, very happily. Then if you see mouse or a mushakaha, what does a mushaka denote? It seems that for the Lord, it doesn't matter how big or how great a devotee is. Let it be a small mushaka, let it be a big elephant like me. So that's the comparison, you see. Ganesha's form of an elephant, right? So, whereas a mushaka is the smallest animal. So, therefore, you see, while this comparison is being made, it seems that however great you are or however low you are, that does not matter at all in front of bhakti that is there. The Lord will always shower His grace on the lowest of the lowest animals also. And moreover, the mushaka also denotes that one's desires should always be kept under control. Excess of anything is bad, so the mushaka actually represents that. Moreover, modaka that is there is again happiness, or you can say when you have achieved something, especially on the spiritual path also, so the bliss of that or happiness of that is represented by the sweet, that is the modakam or the laddukam, whatever is there. Trunk, you see, the trunk of the Lord of Ganesha, it seems that it represents intellect, good buddhi, buddhi devata we say. Axe in Bhagavan's hand is to cut off over desires or over attachments that come in our way, different hurdles that come. So just cut off all that. Many times it happens is we don't have to deal with situations by reacting, right? Many times you just be silent also, automatically the problem will go away by itself. You keep arguing here and there, it goes, the small problem can get bigger. So therefore it is always said that if you just give up on few things, it doesn't matter at all. So then axe will help over that. Moreover, further, the Lord, if you see in some images also, especially I don't know how many of you are familiar, but I think few of you, I think maybe a year back also, few of us, we had seen a topic, 32 forms of Bhagavan Ganesha, and each form of Ganesha has got a separate significance. Maybe sometime later we will have a look at that too. Wherein in some forms of Ganesha, you have Bhagavan with a rope in his hand. This rope actually represents knowledge, that is, just as Jnanam is got through the big ears of Ganesha, similarly the rope also in one's hand actually represents spiritual knowledge that is there. Moreover, if you see the Nevidyam that is kept for Bhagavan, that talks about all the material desires, powers also that we have. Because why does it represent that is Yatha Shakti, we offer something to Bhagavan, right? Today Nevidyam, most of you would have made modaks, this, that, whatever it is. But Yatha Shakti, whatever is possible, we do offer that to the Lord. So that actually represents material power also, which is also very much needed to lead a life, and Bhagavan blesses us with those desires also. Then the sitting position of Bhagavan, if you see many times, is you keep the left foot on your right thigh and that's how you sit. So why that one foot is kept up is you're constantly focusing on the Atma, on the soul that is there. Why one foot is there on the ground? Bhagavan helps in dealing with the world. So for us also, we have to not forget our inner self. We have to not forget who we actually are. At the same time, you have to deal with the world also. You cannot run away from that. So there should be a proper balance between both. So this sitting posture of Bhagavan with the left foot kept on the right thigh and one leg touching the ground, this is the significance of that. So you see every part of Bhagavan's body, of Ganesha's body also has got a significance which is very, very beautifully explained. Further, if you see, there is one secret. Now if you see, for Lord Ganesha we do those Topikaranam as we call it, those sit stands that we do in front of Ganesha. Why that is done is, one day it seems that Bhagavan Vishnu, he takes Ganesha to Vaikuntham. He tells you come with me to Vaikuntham. And Ganesha, as usual, he was exploring here and there, he goes, runs here and there, and he sees the Sudarshana Chakra. He takes the Sudarshana Chakra. Now Ganesha has got a habit of gobbling everything, of eating everything. We know the popular story of him going to Kubera's house and so on, right? So Ganesha ended up eating the Sudarshana Chakra of Vishnu. Now Mahavishnu does not know what to do. He was shocked. Now, very nicely, if Vishnu would have asked Ganesha, Bhagavan would have not returned it back, right? So it seems that Vishnu does sit and stand, that is a Topikaranam in front of Ganesha, and that's how, here what happens is, Ganesha did not realize this too, but he feels, now Ganesha was a small child, he feels what is this Bhagavan doing, he's sitting and standing in front of me, and he laughs in a funny manner it seems, and in that laughter, the Sudarshana Chakra which was there inside the stomach of Ganesha, that comes out while Ganesha was laughing. So therefore it is said that this incident that is there is significant for the sit stands that we do in front of the Lord. It means that Ganesha, just as he became happy when Vishnu did, similarly when devotees like us also do, it seems that Ganesha becomes happy and he showers all his devotees with joy and blessings that are there. So this is the significance of doing the Topikarna. Further, there are few things which we have to learn from Bhagavan, again from the various body parts of Bhagavan. What is that is? Big ears for spiritual knowledge, as we already saw. Listen more, speak less. Very simple thing. Small mouth that is there is, again, speak less, but at the same time, you can work smartly. Right? Like I told you, in some situations, you don't have to keep blabbering. Silence can do, you do some action also, it will be more effective. That's the reason Bhagavan has got a small mouth. Small eyes that are there, to remain focused. Whatever our goals are there, to stay focused. Small eyes of Ganesha represent that. Big head. Think big. Don't limit yourself. Think big. Broken tusk. Now with that broken tusk only, the great epic of Mahabharatam was being written. So therefore the point is, for achieving big things also, small sacrifices are to be made. So small sacrificing something small for a greater good. Like in the case of Ganesha, the broken tusk helps in writing the great epic of Mahabharata. Similarly, in our lives also, to achieve something big, we might have to do some small sacrifices here and there. Large stomach, Lambodaram, to digest all good and bad experiences in life. Today something is bad, tomorrow definitely something good is going to come. So to have that power in to bear and tolerate all things that happen in life. Moreover, a trunk. Now, if you see a trunk of Ganesha or trunk of an elephant, it keeps moving, right? That means it actually tells us that we need to be adaptive. Whatever the situation is, we need to adjust, right? Today something is like that, tomorrow something might be different also. We must learn to be adaptive, and at the same time we need to adjust. So the trunk of Bhagavan represents that. Blessing hand of Bhagavan is to always spread kindness and prosperity. The least thing that we can do to anyone, which is not at all costly, at the same time it will not cost us anything, time, money, nothing, is to be kind. You speak a few good words that are there, you speak a few consoling words with anyone, that makes their day, right? And the same thing we also expect from others. many times it seems that it's not always necessary that someone should help you great also, maybe by giving you money or doing something great. Just maybe a small phone call or a small message also in today's times we get from someone, that also makes our day happy, right? We might be through a difficult situation, a sad situation, someone just checks on us, maybe they just greet you, they just ask you how you are and so on. That also makes our day. So these are simple things, but it does definitely change. So the blessing hand of Bhagavan is to always spread kindness and prosperity. And again, a life lesson for us is to be kind, to always check on with people around us. Now, he is not doing that, why should I do? You do it from your side, it doesn't matter, right? So he's not doing, I will also not do. That's how life goes, and life is very short. There's no time for all this. He is not doing, I will not do. Maybe the next time you'll not even meet each other, right? And then at that time we regret, oh, I should have not done this. So on small things that are there, instead of blabbering and wasting time, why not take that extra step? It doesn't cost us anything to be kind also. And the last point that is there is Mushaka, meaning, like we always said, even the smallest of smallest things can also achieve a great status. Like the Mushaka, a small animal, has got the status of becoming the Vahanam of Bhagwan Ganesha. So these are few concepts related to the life of Ganesha. Let us all celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi starting from today, 27th August 2025, and always for the next 10 days and lifelong, always may Ganesha shower his grace on all of us. May we always keep showing our bhakti also on the Lord.